Hi, it's a little late in the evening, I know, but something that was just kind of impressing on my heart. I met with a lady yesterday at thrift store, and during that time, we just kind of meshed together there, and she shared some pretty deep stuff there. We were kind of standing there for a little bit in the aisle. We hugged, and we just did a lot of sharing about our past and such. And what spoke to me was that this poor lady was an abuse survivor, but she was also devastated by the fact that many in her life, her therapists, her psychiatrists and such, were stating that she's a lifer. She is always going to need medication. She's always going to need help. She's never going to be completely without some sort of drug that's going to help her. While that might be true, I don't know her full information, but she's now deeply wounded. She's deeply wounded and she feels jaded. She doesn't feel that she can actually heal herself without medication. And that's kind of sad to me. I said, well, what did they offer you? Did they offer meditation? Did they offer you to journal? Did they offer you to do, and I went on and on, to grounding and such like that. She said, no. They just said, hey, what's your problem this week? Okay, let's go ahead and you need this, this, and this. Here's your prescriptions. Bye. And they shut her out the door, send her away, and till her next appointment time when she needed more medication. And that's kind of sad to me that many in our medical community are just easy to wave that magic wand and dig out that pad and say, hey, you're a lifer. This is your life for the rest of your life. You're going to be on medication. I asked her, I said, is that all you want? I said, what do you want the rest of your life to be? She's in her 60s. Is this what you need? I mean, is this how you're going to live out the rest of your days? It sounds really sad to me. And I said, do you want more? Do you want more out of life? She said she did. I gave her my card. But that just kind of impressed on my heart how sad that some of victims of abuse, whether it be she was childhood abuse and then later she had domestic abuse with her partners, and she kept going in this cycle. And that's what happens. We have to break that cycle, and it can be very, very hard to do. And if someone is not trained to do more than just write out a prescription for some drugs, how are we going to help heal? How are we going to break those chains? And I wish there was more education out there for people for victims to feel more empowered to take the reins and say, hey, I want more out of life. I don't want to just keep living from prescription to prescription for side effect to side effect, because there are a lot of side effects. She was just literally just listing all these things. Once she started taking all these medications, how side effects have been just affecting her like crazy, and then she needs another medication to counteract that. And I'm not saying, hey, ditch the pills or anything. I told her, I didn't do that. For me, I didn't find pills my go-to thing. I didn't. I didn't go the wild way either with doing other kinds of crazy things. I'm not a partier, not a drinker. I didn't go out and get a lot of tattoos. No offense to people that have tattoos, okay? Or go out drinking or what. I didn't go wild. I didn't go crazy. I just had to heal myself. Going to that direction, to going out to partying and maybe with a string of lovers or whatever you want to call it, that would have been totally unfulfilling to me. I personally didn't find that even something I wanted to think of as rewarding. I know I needed to heal me, and to do that, I kind of needed to say goodbye to a lot of things. Even if I entertained thoughts, such as going out to party or anything, I didn't do it. I had a couple wild and crazy days with my sisters, because they're my sisters. And with Terry, and I did we did go to a couple bars because I had never been before, but I found those to be very sad. Even when I was in the midst with a group of people that were really happy and go-lucky and everything, when I looked around, it was just very depressing. I didn't leave there, I left there, smiling, but I just left there thinking, I'm not going to be one of those people sitting on the stools. I'm sorry, it's not me. And I found it very depressing. But again, to each his own. Didn't work for me. I wanted to go out in the light and to live my life in the light, to do grounding, to do maybe eating different foods that I wasn't accustomed to, watching different things that I never watched before, or just stop using the TV. We don't watch a lot of TV here. We might do Netflix, but that's about it. But it just really made me kind of sad. So I hope to hear back from this woman and maybe give her some different techniques that have worked for me. And if you know somebody that's struggling with this, help them find help. There are a great many websites and resources out there. There are different groups, shelters or whatnot that might be able to handle that if it's too much for you, because this is a deep, deep subject. So find some referrals for your survivor or your victim. And I know it's dark. I know it can be, and not just my kitchen. We need a light, but I know you might be in a dark place. But there is hope. There is light. Don't give up faith. I'm sorry, I'm Christian, so I believe in the Lord, and the Lord has walked with me. He has picked me up, brushed the dust off my knees when I needed it. He has all my tears in the palm of His hands, and He wiped my eyes, and then He gave me a hug, a spiritual hug. And I know that sounds kind of crazy for some people that aren't believers, but if you're not and you want to talk more about that with me, I'm happy to go ahead and discuss it. And I don't want this to turn you off, so I'm not going to be all woo-woo and all crazy about that with you, but the Lord's helped me through some tough times, and I know He can help you. Well, it's getting late. We actually watched a Justin Rhodes abundant permaculture video, and got kind of psyched like that. Of course, I want to kind of rock my life in 2017 and do a lot of big things, maybe grow my businesses a little bit, and I don't know, reach out to more people, see how we can help other people grow God's Breath Farm. And I don't know, we're just going to see where it goes, where the good Lord takes us, He puts in our lives. And again, we're living a very blessed life. I hope you have a great night. I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.